You're about to meet 6 venomous creatures, ranked from mildly regrettable to medically unstoppable. You'll feel what happens inside your body, level by level. You can survive the first. You can survive the second. Keep watching, and you'll find the point where survival stops being a personality trait. The honeybee. The one you'll probably walk away from. A sharp jab. Then a hot, spreading burn like you pressed your skin against a tiny soldering iron. The sting keeps pumping for a few seconds, while your hand swells, turns itchy, and starts negotiating with you for attention. You're annoyed. You're fine. Unless your throat starts to feel tight and your voice gets weirdly small. That pain is chemistry. A honeybee sting delivers about 0.1 milligrams of venom, and a big chunk of the misery comes from melatonin, which disrupts cell membranes and triggers inflammation. In a healthy adult, it typically takes hundreds of stings, often estimated around 500 to 100, to reach a lethal venom load. But the venom isn't the usual executioner. Your immune system is. In someone sensitized, one sting can set off anaphylaxis, hives, wheeze, blood pressure collapse, fatal within minutes without rapid treatment. In the US, bee and wasp stings cause roughly 60 to 70 deaths a year, mostly allergic. The deadliest part of the honeybee is you. Next, the venom doesn't need your immune system's help. The bullet ant, survivable, but you'll wish it weren't. You don't get stung so much as you get issued a pain sentence. Your hand locks up, heat blooms, the ache pulses in waves, then keeps pulsing, like your nerves are trying to file a complaint every second. Hours pass. Your body is still stuck on the same message. Danger, danger, danger. This is the famous 4.0 plus on the Schmidt Sting Pain Index, the top tier. The venom star is ponerotoxin, a neurotoxin that interferes with the way your nerve cells handle electrical signals. That's why the pain isn't just sharp, it's persistent and weirdly alive, as if your own wiring can't find the off switch. For most healthy adults, the bullet ant is not a reliable killer. Deaths are rare, and the bigger risks are secondary. Allergic reactions, falls, panic, bad decisions made while your body is screaming. Nature built this sting for maximum suffering and minimum lethality. Cute. Now, the list stops focusing on pain and starts practicing shutdown. The stonefish. Step on it, and the clock starts. You step on what looks like a rock, the rock fights back. A row of dorsal spines punches up into your foot, and suddenly your whole leg is a live wire. The pain isn't bad. It's commanding. Your heart feels like it's trying to leave. Breathing gets tight. Your foot balloons, and the skin around the punctures can start to die. Stonefish are widely cited as the most venomous fish. The venom is injected mechanically by those spines. No chasing you, no warning display, just instant delivery the moment you put weight down. Clinically, severe envenomation can involve extreme pain, local tissue necrosis, cardiovascular effects like hypotension and dangerous rhythm problems, and respiratory distress. Deaths have been documented, but they're uncommon today, largely because anti-venom exists and emergency care can support your airway and circulation while the venom is countered. It looks exactly like the last harmless thing you'll ever trust barefoot. And while this one has an anti-venom, the next creature brings venom so potent, it rewrites the word dose. So far, you've been burned, cursed, and impaled, yet you could still plausibly walk away. That ends when venom starts winning on speed and potency. Up next, the inland taipan and minutes that actually matter. The inland taipan, the snake that makes minutes count, you barely register the bite, 2 pinpricks. Then your whole body starts acting like it got bad instructions. Your mouth tastes metallic. Your belly turns, not with nausea, but with dread, sweat, headache. Your eyelids feel heavy. And then the weird part. You start bleeding where you shouldn't. Gums, nose, the bite site that won't quite stop. Inland taipan venom is a cocktail built for fast, total failure. Powerful procoagulants that trigger consumption coagulopathy, your clotting factors get used up. Presynaptic neurotoxins that shut down nerve-to-muscle signaling, plus myotoxins that damage muscle. Untreated, severe bites can progress to paralysis, internal bleeding, kidney injury from muscle breakdown, and collapse. It's considered the most toxic snake venom by LD50 in mice, often cited around 0.025 milligrams per kilogram subcutaneously, but real-world lethality is mostly about access to antivenom and intensive care. With treatment, survival is likely. Without it, the timeline can be brutal. You can still be saved here, you just have to be saved fast. The next one doesn't care how fast you are. The box jellyfish. The sting you might not outlive. It's not a bite, it's contact. A soft brush in the water, and your skin lights up like it touched a live cable. Pain detonates, then keeps detonating. You can't get a full breath. Your heart tries to sprint without you. In bad stings, your muscles cramp, your blood pressure drops, and your body starts prioritizing panic over coordination. Some box jellyfish, especially Chironex fleckeri in northern Australia, carry venom that targets the cardiovascular system and cells directly. The nematocysts fire microscopic harpoons that inject toxin in milliseconds, and the effective dose depends on how much tentacle contacts you. Severe envenomation can cause dangerous arrhythmias and cardiovascular collapse. Australian medical literature and case reports describe deaths occurring within minutes in major stings, particularly in children. Antivenom exists, but it's not a magic rewind button. Supportive care for airway and heart rhythm can be the deciding factor. You don't get a long fight with this one. You get a short argument with your own heartbeat, and the next level is worse because it's quiet. It waits. The cone snail. Beautiful, slow, and medically unfair. You pick up a pretty shell. It feels harmless, almost polite. Then a pinprick. Small enough you might doubt it happened. Your hand tingles. Numbness spreads like ink in water. Your lips feel wrong. Your tongue feels thick. Your breathing turns into a manual task. In, out, in, out. Don't forget. Some cone snails, notably Conus geographus, the geography cone, hunt fish using a harpoon-like radular tooth to inject conotoxins peptides that target specific ion channels and receptors in your nervous system. The result can be rapidly progressive weakness and paralysis, including the muscles that keep you breathing. There's no antivenom. Treatment is supportive. Ventilation until the toxins clear. Historical reports include human fatalities, and while modern outcomes improve with fast intensive care, a severe sting can still be lethal when respiratory failure arrives before help. Not fire, not frenzy, just silence creeping up your nerves. That's the top of the scale, the venom you don't outrun. You just outbreathe until you can't. That's the summit. Pain was the warm-up. Potency was the middle. The end is efficiency venom that turns your body into a series of systems and then starts switching them off. Below this point, you might survive with a scar and a story. Up here, the story ends mid-sentence, yours.